Welcome. Welcome to American Alpha Male. I'm glad you're here. Blessed that you're here. All I ask that you do is participate in the question I'm going to ask. Give me some feedback. Let me know what y'all like. Let me know your dislikes. Hold on. I got to get rid of those zombies.
I need me some. I feel like the young men are like sassy as hell.
Yes.
What do you guys define as sassy?
Under 30 is sassy as hell. Who don't want to be men.
Block
They don't want to take initiative. They think they're bad bitch.
When I even get no motion, like, what are you doing? Every second.
All I need is somebody who, like, if you say something that you have an issue with, or have a discussion about something, you want to talk about something, they just take everything as an argument. They want to argue with you, like a real, like a girl. Like you're like, it's like you're my sister.
Okay.
Like we talk, like real, like that's sassy.
Like back in the days, they just used to handle what they do, make money, take care of the household, and shut up.
Man, so let's understand this real quick, man. These women, they're all right. They're all right. But she said they're narcissistic, right? Well, here's narcissism. Personality qualities that include thinking very highly of oneself, needing admiration, believing others are inferior, and lacking empathy for others. Based off of those women over talking each other at the same time, on top of them trying to point out somebody being what it is that they are, can we be fair and say you're full of it? Basically, what they're saying is these men are rejecting them. These younger men ain't dealing with them. When they say that they want men over 30, they're doing that to try to say, hey, older guy who has yourself established and stuff, can you take a spin with me? None in that clip did you hear a woman try to say, why are they even like that? What are we doing? It's automatically with the insults. It's automatically with the shame. So it's funny because, shame, insults, guilt need to be right. 4 signs, right, of a low value woman. So already they hit 2 of them. They on par to hit another 2 more. They'll go for the quadruple factor. I want to take a step back, y'all. Well, if they behave like that, what kind of men do they want? And they kind of revealed it. They said they want a man that'll take care of them and do all of these things, but shut up, which means all he is a walking dispenser machine to pay for everything, everyone, and say nothing. She said these men are mad emotional. Remember when they try to say men are toxic because of stoicism, not reacting, these things, men need to open up more and all that? Well, you just heard these modern Instagram models literally say, well, if you do that, you're emotional. The kicker was the one when they were saying, hey, if he blocks me, which means if he puts up with me, when he stops. Because in order for you to block her, you had to put up with her. And I guarantee you that's what happened. Dudes got tired. They don't want to hear that BS anymore. And they said, you know what? Forget this stuff, I'm out. And they left. It's kind of amazing how when the roles get reversed, when the chips are down, when things seem to go astray, the men that they thought that they wanted didn't want them. So they more than likely forced themselves on them. Not in a weird, perverted way, but I mean, basically alluding to, let's get together, let's make it work. Nothing wrong with that, but there is a couple of things wrong with that. Compatibility. So what about the men that are over 30 years old that are already set up in a way? Do you think you would fit into their lifestyle? I could tell you right now, they work a lot. They don't have time for the BS. patience pretty thin. I'm one of them. So I can tell you how we are. We don't want you coming home and doing all this stuff, this want to be seen in front of every guy type of stuff. There on the podcast, I get it. But there's a part of a podcast which means I want to be seen. Guaranteed none of y'all are being paid to be up there. And you believe, for whatever reason, that this is going to be a big break. Hey, no knock at that. And it possibly could. But calling men sassy. Let's go look and see what sassy even means. Improperly forward or bold. Improperly forward or bold, pardon me. Synonyms: fresh, impertinent, impudent, overboard, saucy, smart, wise, forward, lacking restraint or modesty. Ladies, that sounds like y'all. And so basically what you're saying in the grand scheme of things is you don't want men to match your energy. And I can agree with that part. Men should not be matching a woman's energy. If she's at a 10, bring her ass down to a 5. But as big as y'all mouths are, I'm going to tell you right now, no man is going to want to deal with you. There's a snarky attitude to it. It's condescending. It sounds like bad faith type of things. It sounds like typically y'all trying to spin this title and put it over all men over 30 so that they can live up to it to get women like y'all, which more than likely y'all probably around like 27, 28. So y'all not that far anyways. If they 24, then that's funny. But nah, what they're trying to do is spin this whole entire title and put it on men over 30 so that men over 30 could fall for the banana in the tailpipe, for the okie doke, if you will. But men over 30 are battle tested. They understand what they want for the most part. Now, I will say, please note and know, I do not consider every male a man. You have boys, you have dudes, and you have men. So when I'm talking about men, yes, I mean it in a different capacity than what others mean. My definition, my rules, my channel. So these type of ladies right here will try to insinuate some BS that's not going on. I can tell you, those young men are tired and fed up. The same way that these women are living their best lives, right? It's the same thing for these guys. They rather go kick it. They rather spend time with stuff that matters to them, which means that lady ain't really gonna matter to them. I get that part. I get it. Now, at a certain point in age in my youth, I definitely was a video game player. I'm trying to think back to when I stopped playing video games. It probably was around like 24. I think it was 24 or 25 when I was just like, why? What's the point? I really had a what's the point moment. What's the point? Pardon me. But either way that go, man. We had to sit here and correct these women. Now, are some of those men low-hanging fruit? Absolutely. But the problem with these type of women is that they're more common than not. And that manipulation tactic that they try to change the title is typically what goes around. Because what'll happen is they'll try to entice you. They'll try to excite you. But just like those young men, they don't know. We've been down that road before. Baby, we know everything that you're about to try. You're going to try to call a man handsome. You're going to take your hand and go from his shoulder down to his elbow, laughing, bend your knee in the front a little bit, smell good and all this stuff, and ask him what he's up to. We've been down this road before. What does he do? How does he spend his vacations if he ever does vacation? What does a life with him typically look like on the weekends? Because I'm pretty sure you're working during the weekday. What are my friends like? What do they like doing? What do we do for group activities? We've been down this road before. And I'm telling you, But the growth of this channel is going to reveal a lot more. So ladies, a lot of tactics that y'all have, the ones who don't mean well, because it's not all women, but this definitely typically goes for the Instagram model. The Instagram model. The ostentatious broke woman. I can tell you this from personal experience. Majority of these ultra attractive women are either shacking it up, live somewhere cheap, their cars are trash, their lifestyle is trash. It's completely dependent upon what? An older male. Because older males are more thorough and stronger in their ability to provide. But the problem that these ladies don't get, those men, they replace them like batteries in a remote. Oh, yes, they do. Some of them even keep some for certain types of vacations. Your winter vacation bay, your weekend vacation bay, your weekday vacation bay, your summertime vacation bay. And some guys are so cold with it. They got nighttime love, daytime love, afternoon love. You want to know why? Because the possession. He's the possession that you all want. So to hear these ladies sit up here and say something so ridiculous, these men are sassy. Baby, if you can't make it work with these men, it won't work for the next ones. Because me, I'm the type to block you real quick. I won't do the back and forth with you. My energy should be fixated and focused on the next task at hand. So when she says stuff like this, and I'm pretty sure there's some pretty lame guys that she done ran across and all this stuff, I'm fairly certain. But over here, the men that she's looking for, they're the ones over here. They're not looking at you with the idea of let me make something out of you. Because in all reality, you couldn't make something out of yourself that could make that under 30 male change a little bit. The right man will change up some things about his life for the woman. I know. So, reassess the board. These men are not sassy. These men are tired. They don't want you. They're undervalued, unappreciated, and massively overworked. So if he wants to go kick it with his friends instead of spending time with you, what can you do? What can you provide? I'm trying to wonder, what skills do you possess that will make a man want to come back home to you? Because the man has to provide the home. Now, there are relationships and a bunch of relationships where the woman works and the man works and stuff like that. And I get it. We're in the modern age and stuff like that and all that. And I've even opened up to the idea, yeah, my woman can go work, but I always say if she wants to. But that means home got to be tidy. When I get off from work, bro, I need something to eat immediately. I need my clothes washed. I need these things taken care of. You got about 24. You have about 16 hours in a day. You only have so many tasks. And before any woman gets on here and say, well, that sounds like a maid and all that stuff and everything like that. No, because this is the house that she lives in. I could easily flip that and says she's the broke live-in. Wouldn't you make your broke live-in do the same exact thing? So if all the bills are paid and everything is taken care of, that means what? What are you providing? But like I said, that's for my woman who wants to stay home. But even then, there's certain things that I have to do and she has to do. We do believe in household chores and we do believe in male roles and female roles over here. If you don't, this channel is not for you and I don't care. See yourself out the door. If you want to debate, once we get everything up and going and all this stuff and all that crap, we definitely could debate and I will eviscerate you. But other than that, these ladies calling these men under 30 sassy is basically shame and insulting. And you could probably put a little guilt because what they're going to try to do is say, well, We don't want to date the 30-year-old guys because they're too harsh. And we don't want to date the 40-year-old men because they're too old. Understood. So then they'll spin back. They'll try to talk again. Instead of realizing the problem was them the whole entire time. But if you enjoy what we're doing, man, share this with 5 people, with 5 of your friends. And if you are one of those 5 people who they shared it with, somebody gives a damn about you. I appreciate you all. Thank you.